Unlike the ammonia, Simple Green is incredibly easy to find. Try Home Depot.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock and I'm here in a stew. Should I stay or go back home? I don't know what to do. One thing that I know for sure, that girl and I are through. Still hearing tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Tick tock.
Hello again, guys. It's Gregola Productions here, back again with the experimental clock cleaning formula saga. Part 3. I think now we're on part 3. And this is the straight Simple Green test. Now, Simple Green has been thrown around quite a bit during the whole research of this and everything. I've heard a lot about Simple Green, but I never actually gave it the go-ahead until OK Bridges recommended it to me. He said that you shouldn't keep parts in it for too long, which I don't plan to. I'll give it a 10-minute test of just straight Simple Green, see what results we get. Then he also suggested to use it in place of the ammonia. Well, I think both of these is worth a try, because who wants to spend money and buy more chemicals such as Murphy's oil soap and acetone? So we're going to try a test of just straight Simple Green, and if that doesn't work, we'll add it to our solution that's already made, that we made in the last episode of this. So let's give this a go, shall we? Having to work with something with some incredibly, well, how should I put it? A very strong smell, and something that doesn't dry out your skin all the time. I hope that I can just use Simple Green from now on and not bother with mineral spirits anymore, because that stuff was, well, it's not great for working indoors, I can tell you that much. So I actually have no idea what the viscosity of this substance is, so we'll just kind of have to see here. Oh, it's green. It literally is green. Well, I guess that's why they call it simple. I think that'll be a good start right there. Yeah, I think we can start with that. I never even tested if this stuff would melt through the plastic. It probably won't, but you know, you never know. Anyway, we'll put our part in. And you know what, I think that could probably use some more Simple Green, actually. We'll put more in. And now we better get this show on the road, because apparently this stuff will turn the brass a copper color, which is removable. But still, you don't want that on your brass, you know what I mean? You don't want that on clock parts. There's not, like, why do more work than you have to? And I've just realized that this basket is actually more optimal for having containers in. Like, you have your container, you put it in the basket, which is in the ultrasonic cleaner, and it actually holds it better. See, look at that. It's less loose in there. Now we'll try giving it a run for 10 minutes and see what we get. The stakes are high, viewers. I have no idea what happened in there. I couldn't really see. So we're going to have a look here and see what happened. And no, there is no acetone in this container. I was kind of thinking I might put acetone in here, but I scribbled that out before I did. Okay, let's pull this out of here. This stuff's green. You can't actually see. Oh. Holy. Well, things have changed. Look at that, viewers. That's a brilliant gold color right there. That's the way a clock movement should look when it comes out of a cleaner. Now, let's give this thing an alcohol bath so I can get all the Simple Green off of it. This room kind of screws up the checking process as well, because it's not natural light. There's natural light coming in through the doorway, but there's none here. Here, let me turn the light off, and then we can kind of see. So this one is, well, it's definitely a lot cleaner than this part over here. You can still see the lacquer on this, and you can see, I mean, the brass is corroded on both, but this is still brighter than this one here. So there has been there's definitely a difference here between these two cleaning solutions. That's the acetone, that's the Simple Green. It seems to have worked pretty well. Am I going to use it? I'll give it a few more runs. I probably will. I mean, this is so convenient to get this and to just use it. This is so incredibly convenient. If I can stick to Simple Green, I will. As for the Murphy's Oil soap and everything else, I don't know. We'll see where we end up. Also, I know there's some comments I haven't responded to by Time for Clocks on the last two parts of this, so we'll see what he has to say. And you know, I like getting everyone's opinion on this. Who knows? Maybe you know, maybe you have some comment or something to share on this matter. So after much excitement, we're back much later, and it seems it has cleaned the Simple Green really. When I look at everything again here, it has done a fairly reasonable job. There are a few nooks and crannies, especially the lantern pinions. It doesn't seem to be able to get in that well. I have no idea if the Simple Green caused this, but there's that white crust inside this lantern pinion, and that's not any good. You get in there with a toothpick, and let's just see here what we get in there with a toothpick, and you can scratch that stuff out. So that's not any good to have that stuff in there. I know you don't oil lantern pinions, it's just part of the gear teeth, but still, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be gone, but it's not. So where does that lead us? Well, it appears to have done a very, pretty reasonable job. That's a fair job it did. I could probably, if I really wanted to, I could probably pass it as this. But I'd like a nice thorough job, and I don't want to have to come back again and have to clean a clock again or something along those lines. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it in our acetone Murphy's Oil soap and that whole run there. Okay, Bridges suggested too. I always get my suggestions. Hey, you know what? It's always if someone knows what they're talking about, I'll definitely take their suggestions, and he has proven himself. So, yeah. Once again, we've got a suggestion from OK Bridges. Put the Simple Green in the acetone Murphy's Oil soap and the water and everything. All right, and he said sub it out for the ammonia. Okay, let's do that. Time for Clock suggested I have the heating unit on the ultrasonic cleaner turned on. What temperature do you recommend? What temperature do you think I should have for this machine here? Let me see. What's the? Oh, okay. It's currently 50 Celsius or 50. I'm sorry, 50 Fahrenheit and 12 Celsius. And yeah, it's not particularly hot out here, but it's not freezing either. Okay, we'll pour our Simple Green into the liquid measuring cup and see what we get. Hopefully we can get, I don't know what sort of result I'm expecting. Yeah, maybe, viewers, maybe it would be wise to turn the heater on in this thing. And of course the whole thing is going to go green, which it just has. When you put the Simple Green in there, it just goes green. Well, that's why they call it Simple Green, I guess. Okay, with our Simple Green mixed in mixed in with the acetone, etc., we can now put our parts in. I'm not going to put all the parts in. There's some here that look more dirty than others. This great wheel here looked kind of iffy. You know what I mean, viewers? And then there's the main plate we've been testing this entire time. I think we'll just go with those two parts right now, and we'll see what we get. Okay, with our 12 ounces of Simple Green mixed into the cleaning solution. Well, I guess you could call it the experimental cleaning solution with no ammonia. I still can't believe I haven't been able to find any ammonia. I've looked Home Depot, Canadian Tire, Rona, Lowe's. I think, viewers, we'll try this this solution for 20 minutes, and then we'll see where we're at with it. I should really move all these other parts out of the way here. They're just kind of sitting around. Okay. Okay, let's see how we did. Once again, I'm currently wondering on what temperature I should set the ultrasonic cleaner to. As you can see, the temperature I think it rose a little bit, not much so. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Whoops. Where's? Oh, I can't see. The bubbles really obscure just about everything. And I can't tell if it's clean or not because I'm not under natural lighting. When you look at it right off the bat, it looks like it's a piece of gold almost, but I don't know how true that is. Finishing off the video here, we still got all that white crap in the lantern pinions up here, so that's not any good. This stuff will come right off. And as you can see, it looks, well, it's just because it's tarnished. But anyway, what have we discovered here in this? Well, the simple grain works okay on its own. It works... Well, it doesn't do a terrible job here either. And still wondering what temperature I should use on the ultrasonic cleaner. Maybe that would help, because there's still like crud on this here. Like that is not on the top of the lantern pinion. Yeah, that's just not. It's not clean. It's not as clean as I'd like it to be. And this thing has a heating unit, and it says in the instructions no flammable liquids in the ultrasonic. Well, technically there aren't any. They're all in the container. It's the ultimate loophole in this whole scenario here. So, I don't know, I'll have to try it with the heater and see how hot this thing can get. Noting that this is set to Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I got a little confused earlier. I thought this was in Fahrenheit. So we'll see what we can, I don't know, we'll try, maybe 20 degrees. Actually, that's kind of cool. I don't know, we'll start with 25, see what we can see. So I think we'll end the video, and I know I said it to 30, I think we'll end the video here, and then maybe I'll post something later tonight here as well. I don't know, we'll see how it all happens. Anyways, viewers, I'm going to let this thing preheat and wait for the comments to generate a good temperature for this thing. So we'll leave this all here for now, viewers, and I'll see you in the next part of this